Anishig, Ki Shalamokwane, Elamiliang Yong Kwai Kish Creek, Wak Kukana Aki, Wak Tenda, Wak Umbi, Wak Yilongut Mati, Wak Nimbun Nasawakan, Anishik, 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 Anishik. Thank you, Creator, for giving us this day, our Mother Earth, and the fire and the water. We thank you for all of our relations, and most importantly, we thank you for our lives. Thank you, thank you, thank you, and thank you to the four directions. The Delaware River got its name from Lord Delaware, and the Lenape people, Unami, who were living along the shores of the Delaware River, became known as the Delaware Indians. Our ancestors would have referred to the Delaware River as the Lenape Sipu, the original people's river, the humans' river. The significance of the Delaware River, means of travel, means of food, a water source, to collect water, just, to be able to drink that. Many villages, were along the Delaware River. The Delaware River provided, in the springtime, all the menhaden or the alewives, but also all the eels. And the eels were a very big part of our culture. It's a very important river. For us, having resided here for 12,000 to 15,000 years, in the beginning, we probably would have been more quote unquote nomadic, right? In search of food and things like that. As the Ice Age ended, and all of the areas in which we live in now began to flourish, right, with animals and greens and medicinals and wild edibles and all these things, we began to have camps for the winter, camps for the summer. So we would move from, the wintering grounds to, say, the shoreline, right? And then eventually what happened was that as we progressed and our villages became more substantial, in order for us to be able to feed our community, we ended up beginning to farm, right? And that is, we weren't just a society that, when people read a history book to learn about our ancestors, we weren't those nomadic people, just because we didn't live in fortified structures. Sometimes we did, depending on where, that village happened to be. One of the things that would be phenomenal would be to grow our traditional Lenape tobacco there, right? And to grow our blue sweet pulling corn, and to grow our squash, right? The Three Sisters Gardens. And the significance of that for us is that when a Lenape person happens to go there, right, and they're going to see that and go, whoa, right? It's about reestablishing our connection to our Mother Earth, Kukana'aki. My hope, honestly, is that this becomes just one of the many areas, where, Lenape people can have a foothold, right? To maybe even work towards being, a shared stewardship of the land.